Hey everybody, I'm Bodhi Lama Shannon and I'm about to do our preliminary practice. And so I thought I would invite you with some incense. Invitation with incense. And then I'm gonna do my preliminary practice so you know what it's like to do dharma practice with a Buddhist Lama on her patio. It's always the patio because it's super cool out here. Oh, by the way, I rearranged my plants, so you should see that. I shall flip around my camera real quick and you can see, hold on. Oh, I don't want to end mine. No, cancel. I'm gonna flip around my camera so you can see. Doot. So see, I've lined up all my little plant soldiers because they're awesome so I can see them. And then that's my food plants. And then that's where I normally sit because of the table, but it's kind of hot right there. Anyway, I'm gonna do my preliminary practice so that you can see it and know what it's like. And here we go. I'm gonna kind of set my camera over here. Sorry, you gotta get in the setup stages. Boop. Okay. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So this is my little book. It's my little cover for my sadhanas or practice text. And then inside, hopefully, because normally I do it on my computer, but I'm doing it with my book. This is the text we use. It's called the Buddha Path. Okay. And so inside the Buddha Path, I've had this for literally like 25 years, you guys. I always have all these little notes and stuff. So this is what, whenever I first got it, my teacher signed it to Pema Shiwatsa. It's my refuge. Oh my gosh, I don't want to knock that off. Okay, so inside here is the text. So you can see here, like the outline is quite complex, right? Yeah, very complex, but we can do it together and I will show you how to practice in daily life. So yeah, here we go. All right. We always set our intention and we meditate with wisdom so that we can accumulate merit, okay? So this is what the preliminary practice looks like, just so you know. There's something called the dawn of awakening. The dawn of awakening. First we set our bodhicitta intention, Namo Buddhaya, to liberate all beings from all suffering and to establish all beings in true happiness. I will swiftly become Buddha in this very life. Therefore, I will joyfully practice the Buddha path. Then we have something called Vipassana breathing Shamatha meditation. So first you have to prepare a comfortable seat because you don't want, as you get deeper and deeper into your practice, you'll notice that instead of meditating on what you're supposed to be focusing on, you'll be meditating on my knees hurt, my hips hurt, my back hurts. So you don't want to meditate on that, okay? You want to meditate on what you choose to meditate on, not what your mind like randomly goes to. So we sit in the 7-point posture of Varachana, which is what I call crisscross applesauce, and you put your hands on your knees and your spine is straight. And then you take a deep breath and you begin. So because I'm on TikTok Live, I'm not gonna like, dare I say, bore you with me just sitting here for 6 to 21 minutes because that's no fun. I mean, but what you would do is you'd sit crisscross applesauce and you would, your single present moment thinking would focus on an object of its choice. And in this case, we would choose Buddha in front of us and then Buddha's light would be blessing us. And if you recall, the Buddha's light has 7 Vajra qualities, which means like ordinary light gets blocked by solid objects, but in this case the light would penetrate through you and bless you, and in that light is Buddha's blessings, all of the teachings of the Buddha, mantra recitation. So itself is singing like that, and it's penetrating you. So in meditation, your single present moment thinking, right, your single present moment thinking is focused on an object, right? Your subject is focused on an object with an intention, right? So that's what's happening. Subject, object, action. Okay, so we're gonna sit here and we're gonna hold Buddha in our mind. The word Buddha itself means awakened omniscience. It's a title, right? Just like doctor or lawyer, it's something that you accomplish and it's within you already. Yeah, please like and share. People need to learn how to meditate. This is like ordinary or non-ordinary stuff. It's very extraordinary if you learn how to meditate correctly. Hi, everybody. Okay, so it's getting windy. It's getting windy, you guys. Okay, so we're going to learn how to meditate. It's also getting hot. So meditation. So in our preliminary practice, we have something called the dawn of awakening. And what that means is your own inner wisdom is starting to arise more and more. So what is wisdom? Wisdom means that you understand in all universes this permanent, unchangeable concept that you call I does not exist, because actually you're constantly changing in every present moment. And so in all universes, I does not exist. Karma, the law of cause and effect, is infallible, and I am single, all beings have Buddha nature. So it has those three things, okay? So it says wisdom. Whenever we talk about wisdom, we're not talking about the Webster's dictionary version of wisdom, okay? We're talking about like true, like mental wisdom, like mind wisdom, because we say I'm mind only. All that I perceive is the creation of my mind. So we place our single present moment thinking, which is what we identify as me, you know, Shannon, Bodhi, I'm Shannon, me, on a subject, which we always have subject, object, and action, but here we're trying to tame and train our mind to rein it in and focus, right? Because normally our mind bounces from object to object. And when it does that, we lose our power. We lose our mind power. So we want to, in this 6-minute Shamatha meditation, at the beginning of our preliminary practice, we want to take our single present moment thinking, focus it on a singular object with the right intent. Okay, so we'll sit here, we put our hands on evenly on our knees, take a deep breath in and begin. And I'm going to talk about it out loud because it would be boring if you guys just sit here and watch me like focus my mind. You wouldn't really understand what I was doing, so I have to tell you. Okay, so my single present moment thinking, so my mind is focused on Buddha in front of me and Buddha's light. And in this case, you can't like actually think about Buddha, then you can think like just wisdom light is penetrating you. Okay, so like wisdom light is penetrating your body, speech, and mind, and blessing you and removing all things that you feel are stressful or bothering you, like anger, jealousy, greed, pride, and ignorance. Okay, so it's just blessing your body, speech, and mind, healing you, blessing you. And we do that for 6 minutes, because for 6 minutes we're going to tame and train our mind to focus. Focus, you guys, focus on something good. It's all this information age where this information is just like coming at us crazy. We in this moment, we're going to take that time. So let's just, for the sake of this example, let's say we've sat here for 6 full minutes and we've done a good job and we focused our mind on this object for 6 whole minutes. Then we're going to move into something called mindful prostrations. And yes, you've probably seen somebody do like a full prostration where they go all the way down. But in this case, we're all sitting together. So we say Namo Buddhaya. So like stay in awakened omniscience. Namo means homage to. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Dharmaya. Like now it's saying I honor the Dharma. I honor my positive thinking. And then Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya. And then at your heart center, you say Namo Sanghaya, which is others' positive thinking. So I honor others' positive thinking. So we say Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Deva Dakiniya. So please like and follow. I think people need to learn a little bit about meditation. My name is Bodhi Lama Shannon, and I have studied Dharma for the last 25 years. And I went on my first 6-month retreat in 2008 with my husband and our 1-year-old daughter. Now we have 3, and we go on 6-month retreats and 3-month retreats every year. I teach week-long retreats. I teach all kinds of things. And I'm actually just starting going on live because I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much negative thinking and all this kind of stuff. Can I spell those mantras? Absolutely. Namo Buddhaya is actually the universal mantra. I wonder, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm kind of new here, so I feel like I could be able to put something in the chat, right? Help me, I'm from the 1900s. I'll just spell it with my mouth. Okay, Namo, N-A-M-O, Namo. means homage to, or great gratitude, or it can actually mean like stay in, like have your single present moment stay in. Namo Buddhaya. And Buddha is Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. And so I feel like this is not rocket science. So, okay, flip camera, live gifts, what? No. Comment! Y'all, look at me. I'm growing up. Namo. Namo. Be nice to me. I am from the 1900s. Buddhaya. Namo. I also have a sense of humor. So, dharma. Ya. Namo dharma ya. Namo sangaya. My kids think I'm hilarious too. So you're in good company if you think I'm funny. Okay, alrighty, you guys. Namo Sangaya. Boom. See, this old lady can learn new tricks. Oh, by the way, there's like little hearts up by my name at the top. I think if you push those, you can follow me and it'll notify you whenever I do go live. My mom's always like, how can I watch you go live? I should have texted her because she always is like, I want you to teach me this. I want you to teach me that. Anyway, but so that's the mantra. And anyway, oh, somebody's not being nice. So we have a policy that if you're not very nice, then you get blocked. So I'm gonna make you not be nice. Confirm. Okay. Sorry. I have a personal policy that this is you're in my universe now, my friends. So you can either get blessed or you can get blocked. It's called Hong Jo. So yeah. So I blocked you, and yes, and if you see anybody that is saying, because sometimes I'm so focused on like teaching and being happy that I don't see whenever people are being mean, so then they gotta go. They gotta go. Okay, back to what we're learning about. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya. Okay, so the Namo Buddhaya is the universal mantra. So all power is contained within the mantra Namo Buddhaya. Actually, in the very first 6-month retreat, they were like, people think it's like, it was gonna be like Harry Potter, you know, because like you learn all this magical, mystical, 3,000-year-old techniques and stuff on like how to tame and train your mind. And some of these great masters, like once they did it, because all phenomena is a creation of your mind. So let me explain that. So I am single present moment thinking only. My single present moment thinking is, we can say, is one thing with countless qualities. And one of those qualities is karma. Now, you know karma as in pop culture, but that's not what it really means. The word karma can literally translate into habitual thinking, or the habit of my thinking, right? The energy of my thinking, the imprint of my thinking. That's only one quality, and your present moment thinking has countless qualities. But my single present moment thinking creates my karma, and then my karma creates my phenomena, and then I engage with that phenomena, right? So whenever we tame and train our mind, the more we repeat in our mind, the more karma we create that has that energy, and then that creates our phenomena. It also changes how our present moment thinking perceives that phenomena, right? So then how can you be in the middle of something really bad and still perceive compassion and love? Well, that's because in the present moment you tamed and trained your mind to look at things with wisdom, which we just talked about, and then you've now created an experience for yourself where you directly experience positive phenomena. That's literally the entire Buddhist canon right there. Done. We're done. We can go off live now. You know everything. Okay, it can be very complex, because you can describe your single present moment thinking, like if you wanted to take one little snapshot of your present moment thinking, then you could kind of parse it out, so you could look at it and examine it, and you could see that it had form. See, form, feeling, feeling, form, feeling, notion, is like whenever you first label something. That's why they always say first impressions really matter, because it's hard to break that first impression energy. Form, feeling, notion, formation, and consciousness. And all of those can also be very complex as you get into like examining yourself, which you should do, because Buddhism is all about examination. So the Buddha taught all beings always want happiness and don't want suffering, without having been taught that want. Nobody had to teach you to want to be happy. Nobody had to teach you to want to be happy. You naturally want happiness, but you don't understand. The problems arise when we don't understand the causes of happiness and the causes of suffering. So now you're like down the rabbit hole of, why does this always happen to me? Why am I experiencing this? And all that kind of stuff. So we have to look to the mind. Remember right here, my single present moment thinking. It's constantly changing. I'll give you an example that'll help. Whenever you think of one thing, let's think of one thing. It's kind of a trick, so follow along. Whenever you think of one thing, like I always use this example because it really works, is waterfall. Your mind immediately goes to like your picture of a waterfall in your mind. You're like, yeah, that's one thing. I got it. Haha, tricked you. It's not one thing. It's actually constantly moving, constantly changing. And each little water droplet, there's like not 1 nanosecond where it's the same. Not one nanosecond where it's the same. And just like that, you are constantly changing. You're dynamic and changeable and like so unique. And so, but what we want to make sure that we do is what we feed into the waterfall, right? So then as it's changing, meaning our present moment thinking, we can have a good experience. Y'all, this is your birthright. This is your birthright to be happy, because you are naturally happy. We say all beings have Buddha nature, meaning you're naturally happy, but you're obscured, right? So a diamond, think about a diamond as another great example. A diamond is naturally, hold on, I gotta do something, okay. Sorry, I'm reading, my live is telling me stuff, so I gotta turn on, I guess. I don't know, I just turned on something. Yeah, join my fan club. You should join my fan club. I think you push these little hearts at the top, but again, I'm just learning. We'll learn together. Okay, I gotta figure out where I was. Oh, all beings. Okay, so just like that, a diamond, like it all has all diamond qualities. It's completely unobscured. But then if you put dirt on top, then you can't see those qualities, right? So sometimes we're habituated in all these like same old patterns, and then you wonder, why am I having the same experience again? Well, you're kind of like your little record player is like in the groove, you know, so you got to figure out a new groove. Sometimes I feel like Austin Powers, where he's like, somebody stole my mojo. You know, it's like somebody did steal my mojo, or that's how it feels sometimes. But actually, I am single present moment thinking only. My single present moment thinking creates my karma creates my phenomena, and then I interact with that phenomena. So thank you for the little rose and heart. I appreciate that so much. I do. And okay, let's get back into this. This is what we're doing. We're going through the preliminary practice here. And so like whenever I teach a traditional week-long retreat, we go through every single page. So you get like a word-for-word commentary on the preliminary practice, so you understand how to tame and train your mind on your own. And then we get together every week, and or every day, there's actually a whole group practice set up that you can, hey everybody, where you can join preliminary and concluding practice every day, online. It's all online. So the buddhapath.org, just so you know. Good afternoon. What state are your retreats at? There's several. So I sometimes teach a more advanced retreat, and we just got through with a Vajrasattva Tantra retreat. Okay, so don't go crazy there. Tantra just means continuum. It just means continuum. And we focused on purification, and it's Vajrasattva visualization is one of the most complex in the Nundro. So the word Nundro means preliminary practice. So you have your outer and inner practices that you accumulate. And the inner and more like advanced is the Vajrasattva Tantra, and because it's just so complex, but it's so good because it's only like 2 pages. So if you wanted to do it every day for like 20 minutes and be like, bam, it's chef's kiss. But the other week-long retreats, I usually do it in Hawaii or I always call it an island, but it's not an island. Costa Rica. I did that one time. That was really fun too. But normally I teach in Hawaii, but I'm kind of like branching out. I really liked Mexico. We went to Tulum, to this really beautiful retreat center. It was all inclusive. Y'all, we hit a gold mine with this guy. This was like a beautiful, it was Peplum Retreat Center in Tulum, Mexico. We did, I don't know if you know what a temazcal is, but it's like a ancient Aztec sweat lodge thing where you go in and they do like this whole ceremony. It's like an hour, but it's really just amazing. And then we also did a cenote, which is where you go into this underground cave and the water is like crystal clear. I mean, we did all of our normal Buddhist practices and stuff, but we like integrated that in. It was so awesome. It was magical. We had little scooters and we scooted around and went to different places. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so online, we're about to start, we're going into our holy month. So it'll start Saturday on the new moon and it'll go for 15 days. And we're doing a whole online practice thing together. And then we have our retreat center in Eugene, Oregon, where we do a lot of retreats. Actually, I think it just ended. We just did a long weekend retreat up in Eugene. So a lot of those things are there. And then I know there's one of our lamas lives in Salt Lake City. She does like weekend retreats there. And so, yeah. Oh, thank you. Happiness is a choice. Don't let anybody ever tell you different. Don't let anybody steal your positive thinking. Okay, so back to, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Deva Daikiniya. So then we say it like this. It's not, as a friend says, like, hi. There's a lot of cars down there. We go like this. It's kind of out here, but we say, I always respect others. I always respect others. I am never arrogant. I am always humble. I am never egotistical. I honor all sentient beings as Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Then we say clear purification. Just like this, clear purification. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, please heed me. Please purify all my negative karma and emotions. In front of all Buddhas, I honestly confess all my mistakes. I sincerely regret all my harmful intentions and actions. I completely eliminate all my negative thinking and emotions. I completely eliminate all my afflictions and negative karma. Then we do like this, all my negative thinking, and we say, I'm gonna do it, it's hard to show on here, but we go, let go, let go. All my negative emotions, let go, let go. All my unhappy feelings, let go, let go. All my trauma, let go, let go. All my regret, let go, let go. All my guilt, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Then we go, we pull up from our knees, we go, ha, ha, ha. So that's a big let go practice. And you can add all kinds of things in there, like all of my frustration about my job, let go, let go. Like whenever you're on your own, you can throw in whatever you want. Actually, we have one practice that's an extended practice where it's got like 5 pages of all the things you can let go. And you really get into it too. You're like, oh my God. And then, then you make a commitment and you say, from this point forward, I've not ever visited there. Oh, this is, hold on, let's finish this part so we can set our intention. I shall never again have harmful intentions. I shall never again commit harmful actions. I shall never again have harmful intentions. I shall never again commit harmful actions. I shall never again have harmful intentions. I shall never again have harmful actions. Commit harmful actions. And we say the Vajrasattva mantra, Om Beza Sato Hom, Om Beza Sato Hom, Beza Sato Hom, Beza Sato Hom, Beza Sato Hom, Om Beza Sato Hom. Then we put ourselves in the Vajrasattva mudra. We say, I am pure, I am free, I am clear, I am luminous. I am pure, I am free, I am clear, I am luminous. I am pure, I am free, I am clear, I am luminous. So that's like just the first page of the Dawn of Awakening. And this is www.thebuddhapath.org. I can make a comment here. www.thebuddhapath, oh no, not spaces. It puts spaces in there. buddhapath.org. It's the Dzogchen Nintig, the Khandro Nintig. My teacher is His Eminence Dzogchen Khenpo Choga Rinpoche. And this is our Buddha Path text. The Buddha Path. I know it's backwards for you guys, sorry. And then I'm going through this. So the next section is called Self-Healing with Wisdom Power, because really, in the end, you have to do you, right? You got to do you. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. I mean, you can learn about it and you can train yourself, but ultimately it's you learning about you, right? So we call it self-healing with wisdom power. And what's wisdom again? Anyone? Bueller? Wisdom is, where am I from? Well, right now I live in the deep south. I was real free with telling everybody where I was, and now I'm a little nervous, but I'm down right now. I'm in Louisiana. I just moved down here. I lived in Oregon for 15 years. I lived at a retreat center for several years, but I have 3 kids, and so one of them's going to college down here, so we're like, why not? So we just came down here, and I live down here in New Orleans, the Crescent City, the Big Easy. But yeah, so that's where I am now. Where was I? Okay, self-healing with wisdom power. Please watch your mind. Place your right hand over your heart center, concentrate one pointedly, and recite the following as majestically and powerfully as a lion's roar. And we say, from beginningless time, I have been born in past lives. Until I attain enlightenment, I will be reborn in future lives. In this life, I have a precious human body. You have a precious human body. In my life, I exist as one aware mind. This mind is single present thinking only. This mind has immeasurable capacity. This mind has unlimited power. This mind is never born. This mind never ages. This mind never dies. The nature of mind is the essence of Buddha. All that I perceive is the creation of my mind. Acting with bad intention results in my suffering. Acting with good intention results in my happiness. The natural law of karma, cause and effect, is infallible. And then we say, look in all directions, and we put our arms out. Look in all directions, watch all space. All space. The universe is limitless. There are countless galaxies. There are countless worlds. There are countless sentient beings. There are countless enlightened beings. I want all sentient beings to be free from suffering, just as I want to be free from suffering. I want all sentient beings to be happy, just as I want to be happy. I am just like you. You are just like me. We all want happiness and we don't want suffering without having been taught that want. Then we do a little love meditation. We say, I promise to always love all beings. Always love all beings. Love all beings. Love, love, love. Then we rest in that samadhi of love. Do you know what samadhi means? Samadhi means holding the energy of, or we say holding the ting, like a bell, like whenever a bell resonates. So we're holding the energy of that, and we rest in that. I promise to always love all beings. Love, love, love. Thank you for saying I'm beautiful. It's my inner light shining bright. It's like a little Care Bear, where it's like, Care Bear light on, activate. Okay, then we say, look in all directions, watch all space, all space. The Dharmakaya mandala is infinite. I know you're like, what does that mean, Dharmakaya? There are countless Sambhogakaya realms. There are countless Nirmanakaya realms. There are countless deities. There are countless Buddhas. Buddha means vast awakening. Buddha is uncompounded original purity. Buddha is the nature of my mind. Buddha is immeasurable wisdom. Buddha is unconditional love. Buddha is endless power. Buddha is absolute truth. Buddha is infinite peace. Buddha is boundless compassion. Buddha is incalculable luminosity. Buddha is indestructible bliss. Buddha is unchangeable happiness. Buddha is unsurpassable enlightenment. I promise always to have faith in Buddha. Always have faith in Buddha. Faith in Buddha. Faith, faith, faith. And then we rest again in that. In every single moment, there are countless sentient beings becoming enlightened beings. In every single moment, there are countless enlightened beings becoming Buddha. May I realize that countless Buddhas are always surrounding me. May I realize that countless Buddhas are lovingly guiding me. May I realize that countless Buddhas are spontaneously blessing me. May I realize that countless Buddhas are never separate from me. Then we say our universal mantra. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya. All phenomena are naturally the unity of interdependent origination and emptiness. The essence of all beings, all sentient beings, is naturally Buddha. May all beings be free from suffering and negative thinking. May all beings have happiness and positive thinking. May all beings never be separated from sublime bliss beyond delusion and illusion. May all beings remain in absolute equanimity beyond fear and hope. May I attain the enlightenment of the Buddha in this very life. May all beings swiftly attain vast awakening. So now we go on, but I have to get some water. In any situation. Khandro Nintig? Oh yeah, Lonchen Nintig, Khandro Nintig, Sangwa Nintig, Vimala Nintig, Dzogchen lineage. Yeah. In any situation, now we're back here. In any situation, I humbly dedicate all my lives to the benefit of all beings. I always prevent negative thinking. This is my favorite statement, by the way. I actually have it in a plaque on my door as I walk out. It's like this big, and it says, from the Buddha Path, I never surrender to obstacles. I never surrender to obstacles. Sometimes I feel like the Khaleesi, you know, in Game of Thrones, where she's like, I've been blah, 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 and she goes off, and then she's like, and I'm not bending the knee to you. And I'm like, yeah, same Z's. Me and the Khaleesi are the same Z's. I'm like, I will never surrender to obstacles, because the only obstacle that ever exists is my negative thinking and negative karma. So I will not bend the knee to anger, jealousy, greed, pride, or ignorance. And you shouldn't either. Don't bend the knee. Be like the Khaleesi. Be like the Buddha. I never surrender to obstacles. I never abandon my dharma practice. Never, ever, never, ever, ever. In any situation, I continuously accumulate the merit of body, speech, and mind. I continuously train in the wisdom of learning, contemplation, and meditation. I continuously help all beings to attain vast awakening. Buddha is primordial awareness. Primordial awareness is the kind root master. The kind root master is my changeless devotion mind. My devotion mind resides in the depth of my heart. The fire of timeless awareness blazes in my central channel. The bliss of indestructible wisdom illuminates my heart chakra. The kind Vajra master is in my mind. The Vajra master is in my mind. The supreme bodhicitta is in my mind. Primordial Buddha is in my mind. I am a Dzogchen practitioner. I am an egoless Vajra hero. I am single present awareness only. The single present awareness is the pure child of all Buddhas. The single present awareness is the loving mother of all beings. I am fearless wisdom. I am fearless wisdom. I am fearless compassion. I am fearless compassion. I like Oprah of compassion. Compassion for you, compassion for you, compassion for you and you and you. I am fearless power. I am Buddha. I am Buddha. I am Buddha. Then we say, Om Ahum Soha. Om Ahum Soha. Om Ahum Soha. Om Ahum Soha. 5 times. I think that was 5 times. We have to say it 5 times. Okay. So that was more or less the preliminary practice. Then we go on, because you always want to like bless yourself and bless the environment and bless your speech so that it's imbued with loving kindness and compassion Mostly I think what we need right now is a little bit of patience. All we need is just a little patience. Okay, yes, you can ask, does Buddhism believe in a creator God? And the answer is no. We don't believe in an external creator. Now you have to ask yourself, do we believe in God? Yeah, actually we do. But not the same way you do. But we don't believe in an external creator God. An external creator God. Okay, so Vajra blessing mantras, mantra for blessing offerings. We say Ram Yang Kam Om Ah Hom. Om Swabhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Swabhava Shuddha Hom. Om Bezra Amrita Kundali Hana Hana Hom Pet. Then we bless our speech. You can sing the blessing speech mantra really pretty, but if you're kind of in a little bit of hurry, you can just say ee, oo, o, ah. Ka ga ga nya, ta ta da da nya, tra tra dra dra na, ta ta da da na, pa pa ba ba ma, yara lawa shaka saha cha. And I did not bring my mala out here, you guys. Ooh, I'm in trouble. Because the next is blessing your mala. And you have your mala in your hand and you rub it together and you say Om Rajaramane Parvadaiso Ha. Om Rajaramane Parvadaiso Ha. Om Rajaramane Parvadaiso Ha. Then you blow on it like that. But you have to pretend that there's a mala there because I forgot it inside. I forgot it inside, you guys. Okay. I wanted to flip the camera around because you got to see my plants, because I'm creating a plant army to the army of all. I am the Khaleesi. See, she had her army, and then I have this army right here. Boom. See them? See those beautiful guys? They're called dragon's breath. Oh my gosh, I'm just connecting the dots here on my Khaleesi analogy and my dragon's breath. See that little girl right there? Her name's Raja. She's the protector of the realm. So instead of dragons, I have Raja. Raja and Goldie. Goldie's not out here because she barks and gets in trouble. And then she has to go and just, so we have rules. And those rules are, you cannot bark on the deck. So she breaks the rules, she gets put back inside. So that's the preliminary practice of the Buddha Path. And you should do it every morning. It doesn't take that long. Yeah. So, yeah, Buddhism believes in it. I am single present moment thinking only. My single present moment thinking is one thing with countless qualities. You can parse out those if you want to look at it in 3 separate ways. You can look at it through something called the 5 composites, or you can look at it through the 12 interdependencies, or you can look at it in something I call it the super secret way, is the 3, oh, I just forgot. Oh, I'm bad. The pressure. The 3 characteristics. So there's three different ways to really look at your single present moment thinking. So the 5 composites are form, feeling, notion, formation, and consciousness. And then the 12 interdependent, and they look at one present moment. But then if you want to look at the present moment as it transitions over 3 somethings, like 3 present moments, 3 hours, 3 days, up to 3 lifetimes, then you can look at something called the 12 interdependencies, or the 12 interdependent arisings. And so that's a way to, like, if you wanted to study the mind and go more in depth, you can look at those and see how your mind functions. But in order to get a good handle on your own personal self-examination, really the Buddha taught you need to look at the mind, right? So you can look at the 5 positive thinking and the 5 negative thinking and kind of see where you fall in the spectrum. Everybody's got a gradated version of that. So it's renunciation, compassion, faith, love, and wisdom are the 5 positive thinking, and the 5 negative thinking that you can examine is anger, jealousy, greed, pride, and ignorance. And all of those have a very, very, very specific definition. Again, it's not just the Webster's definition. This is Vajrayana Buddhism. This is not Theravadan. So there's, it's part of the Mahayana, which means great vehicle. Vajrayana means diamond vehicle. And so in It's called Tenet Systems. Tenet Systems. It's Hinayana, Bodhisattva yana. There's 9 yanas. Sorry, I used to have them memorized whenever I was trying to be cool. Now it's like, I am cool, but I'm not trying to be cool anymore. So yeah, so it's like Hinayana, Bodhisattva yana, Sutrayana, Mahayana, Vajrayana, and then there's gradated other like yanas interwoven in there. But this is the Vajrayana, which is called the diamond vehicle, and it's considered the swift path because you can do it in one body, in one life, in one present moment. So yeah, this is the Vajrayana. And it's the Dzogchen Nintig, Chondro Nintig. Chondro means Dakini, or female, like the wisdom female. So in Buddhism, women are considered wisdom and men are considered compassion. And so that, then they come together, so to speak. And you have the unity of wisdom and compassion, which is also what we call bodhicitta, which is our supreme wish that all beings be free from suffering and attain true happiness forever. That's bodhicitta. I know a lot of stuff, you guys, because I've trained forever, and I want to teach more, so I'm going on live. I'm trying to go every day, but I got a lot of stuff going on. So that was our preliminary practice. Back to the 5 positive thinking. So whenever we talk about renunciation, I'll go through this real quick. So renunciation, compassion, faith, love, and wisdom. So the first 2, renunciation and compassion, have to do with suffering. And then the second 2, I hope to see you again soon. I do too. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Come back. I'm going to be on here. I'm going to try to do little like clips and put some stuff up too, just so our little live doesn't go away. Just like save it and kind of upload them as like little clips so we can try to memorize this stuff. So the first 2 have to do with suffering, the second 2 have to do with happiness, and the last one has to do with wisdom. Somebody might be coming out. Are you coming out? I am on TikTok Live. Yeah, okay, I'm almost done. I'm just gonna go through the 5 positive thinking real quick. And then you come out. It's really nice out here. Okay. Sorry, that's my husband. Okay, so renunciation and compassion. So renunciation is always inward facing. So it's like whenever you reflect on you, typically it looks like, oh, why am I suffering again? Why am I here again? Like, why am I doing this again? I am suffering and I don't like it. I don't like my suffering. And it says, I want to decrease my suffering. I renounce my anger. So whenever you do renunciation, you're not renouncing things, you're renouncing your negative thinking. My anger, jealousy, greed, pride, and ignorance. I don't like this feeling. I totally renounce this anger. May I never have this anger again. Right? So you take that same feeling and you face it outward, and that's compassion. So just like you don't want to suffer, you don't want other beings to suffer either. So renunciation is inward facing, and it says, may I decrease my negative thinking. Compassion is that same feeling outward, and it says, just like I don't want suffering, I don't want you to suffer either. May you decrease your negative thinking, right? So inward and outward, renunciation, compassion. And faith and love look very similar, except they're focused on happiness, faith and love. Faith is inward facing. Faith is whenever you start to see that your positive thinking has value, your love, your kindness, your patience, your generosity has value. And it says, there's actually 4 faiths: like, want, trust, and certainty. So first you start to like it. You start to like your positive thinking. You have faith and you see that your kindness has this texture of like penetrable happiness. Like you can see that it goes out into the universe and it really touches people's heart, right? You see that your faith is worthy. You see that your love is worthy, your compassion's worthy. You see that, right? And so then it slowly starts to build. So you like it, so you want more, right? You start to practice more dharma and you're like, oh, this is where it's at, right? Because then you can start to change your life, right? So you see that it has value, so you like it, then you want more, right? So you're sitting down every day and like, oh, maybe I'll repeat some stuff, changed my life. I like one, and then you start to trust it. No, instead of reacting with frustration and irritation, I'm going to react with kindness and patience and love, right? So then it changes the whole dynamic, the whole texture of the conversation you're having with somebody, right? You start to rise up as a leader, actually, right? So I like, want, trust, and then you just arrive. You're like certain. I'm 100% certain that my positive thinking is like king or queen, you know. So that's faith. You have faith in your positive thinking, and then you take that same feeling. I want to increase. Actually, technically, it's I trust my positive thinking. I want to increase my personal happiness because it has value. My personal happiness has value. That same feeling that you focus it outward is love. So think about whenever you go to give somebody a real hug, those good huggers out there, and they hug you and they say, I love you. What they're really doing is they're like trying to push into you, imbue you with, I just want you to be happy forever. Like, may you never, ever, ever separate from your happiness. Even the most temporariest of happinesses, may you never separate from your happiness. I love you so much. I love you so much. May you never, ever separate from even the most temporary of happiness. The along the way happiness as we move through the Buddha path on the way to true happiness, right? I love you. It's the wish for all beings to have happiness and the causes of happiness. That's love. I want that so much for you. And we've talked about wisdom already, but we're going to do it again to get all 5 positive thinkings in there. And that is, wisdom has 3 qualities. Wisdom. First is, remember, in all universes, this permanent I does not exist. I, permanence. We can label as a pronoun. My present moment thinking is I, being, Shannon, mom. You know, we can go on with all the labels that we place upon our positive thinking or our present moment thinking, but in all universes, this permanent I never existed. It's not the I so much that's the problem here. It's the clinging to it as permanent that's going to give you all the problems that you got right now. So in all universes, I does not exist. Karma, the law of cause and effect, is infallible. So whatever you repeat, you result. And if you don't like it, it's infallible. So you either got to delete it or directly experience it. So I suggest you delete it by changing your present moment thinking and to be more positive. In all universes, I does not exist. Karma, the law of cause and effect, is infallible. And all beings have Buddha nature. All beings naturally want happiness and don't want suffering without having been taught that want. All beings. All beings. Everybody, from a little bitty mosquito. Actually, even if you look in a petri dish with little bitty bacterias, they move away from negative stimulus and move toward positive stimulus. So I mean, come on. All beings naturally want happiness and don't want suffering without having been taught that want. Nobody had to teach you to want to be happy. That's your Buddha nature shining through. The problems arise is that we don't understand the causes of happiness and the causes of suffering, and the Buddha taught those causes. It says the Tathagata alone taught those causes. So may you have a joyful and really amazing day today, and contemplate what we've talked about. Go out there, be happy. Oh, my husband's always telling me, be happy for no reason. So I'm going to tell you, be happy for no reason, because you have so many things to actually be happy for. So many things. You have a precious human body. You might even be lucky enough to walk into your bathroom and turn on the faucet and hot and cold water come out. Or breathe in fresh air. Look at a tree. Look at these plants here. It's really special to be able to do that. And because maybe it's something that you do every day, you take it for granted. But I promise you, the fact that you have all of these beautiful sense faculties to perceive those amazing things, and the fact that they're in your universe, is really something to be good, like blessed. You're blessed. So we're gonna go. So we're gonna dedicate our merit. So here we go. Always dedicate, so you can build on your accumulation of merit and wisdom. So Namo Buddhaya. For the true happiness of all beings, I will swiftly become Buddha in this very life. Therefore, just as all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dedicate, I joyfully dedicate all merit for every being to attain unsurpassable enlightenment. May all my dedications be pure like the wisdom of Manjushri. May all my dedications be fulfilled like the aspirations of Samantabhadra. Zayad Zayad Sudzaya. Then I add from Buddha Samantabhadra and Great Vajradhara down to my own kindest root guru. Whatever aspirations you have made for beings, may I swiftly accomplish all these sacred goals. All Sugatas and enlightened progeny, whatever sacred strength, your intention, aspiration, knowledge, love, power, and wisdom, miracle manifestations, may I achieve exactly that in this very life. And may you achieve exactly that in this very life too. And you come back and maybe tomorrow I'll go on live and we can do more dharma-y things. I am a fairy that came from the sky. They are. Can you hear those? Can you hear those birds? Right now a car just drove by, but like I have crows too. They come over and they like hang out on this roof over here and they like listen. So I talk to them and then I feed them. My goal is to kind of make bird friends. Specifically, I want to make a crow friend. That was my wish. And then last night I was walking my little dog and a crow flew right down the street and like kind of hovered in the sky and then took off. And I was like, oh, that's my crow friend. So I got to figure out how to make friends with the crows because I think they're kind of like, they're really smart. Of course, as soon as I say this, I swear you guys, I will get off this TikTok live and there'll be like 15 different crow things that pop up on my For You page and stuff. But I really have so much respect for your positive thinking. And so you need to cherish your positive thinking too, because it's the cause of your happiness. So I love you and I wish you the very best. And so I'm going to end the live. I don't want to, but I got to go do other things. All right. Bye, everybody. Come back. Oh, like and follow. Like push this little heart thingy and then we can like develop a community where we talk about cool, happy things instead of like try to be swayed by all this negative energy in the world. Don't bend the knee. Be like the Khaleesi. Don't bend the knee to negative thinking and negative karma. All right, you guys. Oh, y'all, I'm going to show you all one more thing here though. I'm going to flip my camera. Okay, so this is my little plant army that I got going on. All of those are dragon's breaths. And I got a little guy that's not dragon's breath. That's Raja down there patrolling. And I got some food that's growing in those pots right there. Some spinach and stuff. And then some other plants. Hopefully I can keep them alive. That's the goal here.